Hi everyone, this is AJ. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review for the latest episode of Kenobi. Yes, I'm in a different place today. All will be explained. Okay, I'm actually at work. Taking a break. Come and sat down, watched Kenobi. Quick review before I get back to it. So let's talk about this episode because I don't know. Okay, this episode obviously it picks up after the end of the last episode. We catch up with Obi Wan Kenobi and Leia. They've got back to this base where there's all these people waiting to evacuate that planet. But the Empire's followed them there because the tracking chip is on that little droid, and they're sort of trapped there because the little droid ends up sabotaging the place, and they get locked in. Third sister Inquisitor gets made up to the Grand Inquisitor. We've got some flashbacks of Obi Wan Kenobi and Anakin when they're sort of training, fighting, this sort of stuff. I don't really want to talk about the plot for the episode, but I want to talk about the episode itself and my thoughts on it, because I found this episode to be somewhat weak. I found it needs a second view. I think it's my least favourite that I've seen thus far. Okay, the opening scene, we get the flashback memory of young Obi-Wan sort of dueling with young Anakin. Okay, fair enough. But then it goes to a perspective that potentially this is Vader's memories at play, but they do this the same. I'll come into that. Okay, Vader's memories. Now, I didn't like that because that kind of starts to humanise him more. Now, I know Anakin's in there, but it humanises him too much. I didn't like that element. But then this is used again, the same memory for then what seems to be Obi-Wan, remembering the same memory. So you could say it's the Force, the power of the Force that's making them both memorise the same chapter of their lives and this sort of thing. But so that element didn't work for me. What else was a problem for me in this episode? The backstory to the third sister. I didn't like that. That she was a youngling. Not that she was a youngling so much, but the fact that she wasn't killed. That the clone troopers and Anakin himself are that incompetent on a mass murder spree that they'd leave someone alive. They wouldn't check young Jedi to see if they were still alive. And the point of Order 66 is to wipe out the Jedi. Again, that just reeks of incompetence in the clone troopers and Anakin, and the writing, lazy writing. At the end, when Third Sister turns on Vader, them leaving him alive, and you coming to find out that the Grand Inquisitor actually isn't dead, that he was just injured. Again, I didn't like that. I hope that the Empire has a good death in service scheme with all the stormtroopers that were killed in this episode, because there was a lot of them, and they, again, they can't shoot straight. They never can. And this plot that Anakin comes up with, this plan to get Vader with the third sister, it's all talked about in front of all these stormtroopers, albeit whispered, but she then puts him back in. This episode frustrated me. It frustrated me. The bit where Vader pulls down the ship with the Force. I had no issue with that. I know I've seen images from games where he's done that with, I think, maybe a Death Star. Not Death Star, with a Star Destroyer, sorry. So that was fine. I had no issue with that. But what was this other ship? Was that an attachment ship that they got away in? Was this ship hid behind that ship? I don't know. That sort of harked back to the Rise of Skywalker, where sort of the Chewbacca is on one ship but the other ship's destroyed because she didn't see a second ship. I don't know, some sort of nonsense like that. So there was a lot of issues with this episode that I found that I didn't really enjoy. the effects of the scene where Vader was pulling down the ship, I didn't think looked too great. Okay, I'm watching it on a small screen, and I'll need to rewatch the episode again on a larger screen later. I'm glad there was a little redemption arc for the little droid, I suppose. That was inevitable because the toy sales, can't be selling the bad droid now, can we? But yeah, all in all, I don't know. The cracks of the show in this episode really did show. It really did. Not great stuff. Not great stuff at all. The fact they left her alive at the end, the third sister. That's for convenience of plot and to continue her story. Well, I'm not meant to believe that Vader's annoyed that Obi-Wan's got away, so he didn't take it out on her. They just left her there. Stupid stuff. But there we go. Just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is AJ. Sorry it's a quick one today, but needs must. And obviously I ain't been able to put up any clips of the episode either, like what I usually would. But regardless, you've got my opinion. Let me know yours. Speak to you later. Take care and goodbye.